Get out of my way. It's the coach. You're watching Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, bruising runner Leonard Fournette, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that, let's get on up to Jacksonville. Standing by for the call, it's our
Shine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between our visitors and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now Fournette. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 17 carries, 123 yards.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
It's a gain of 35. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stacked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Looking to throw on second down. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. From the gun, Rivers, and caught by Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start. Yeah,
I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. One.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh.
Fournette on the counter. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw it. Minshew. got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Fournette running out of the gun. Fournette, first down, still going. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction, and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, they'll take full advantage.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. It's an 89-yard kick return as they are now on the board here in the first half. Such an electric play. And oh, it's blocked. And the Jags get it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
70, Indy.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Fournette. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was set to Valve. 3rd down here. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And able to find Conley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 7, Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And it's a Jacksonville touchdown. Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Final play of the half, Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And okay, so much for our half to get right back to it. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers, he's got Allen. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Rivers finding his top receiver. That's Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 3rd and short yardage. Rivers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Calais Campbell in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now. 22.5 set in 2001.
Jaguars 16, Chargers 6.
Badgley's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We call that sack block.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Looking long for Westbrook. And no, it's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And this is going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
50, plant. Topper.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Rivers to throw. This one complete to Patton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rivers on 4th down, and Allen's got it. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Now Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Jags, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders.